Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for a new save here on Championship Manager, excuse me, 0102. This time we will be taking over Everton, which is the team that I support in real life, so this should be an interesting save to say the least. So in the first season here, the board of directors want us to battle bravely against relegation, and that's a bit of a tough start, isn't it? Arsenal away, Sunderland home, Chelsea away. Let's have a quick look at the fixtures. And then we've got United, Villa away, so it's going to be a bit of a difficult start to the season for us, but we'll make best of what we can. So we've got a young Wayne Rooney in the reserves. Doesn't look all that great, but we will call him up to the senior squad. We'll look to bring up Ozzy to the senior squad as well, and I think there's a young Tony Hibbert down here somewhere. There's Hibbo. Doesn't look too bad. He's decent enough, so we'll bring him up to the first team. We've got Joe Max Moore there on the reserves, so we will look to move on Joe Max Moore if we can. Try and get a few pennies into the club. We'll also look to move on Alec Cleland. See if we can get an okay fee for Alec Cleland. Is there anyone interested in him? No, but we've put two players on the list. What is interesting about Everton in this first season is I believe they become more or less bankrupt, and the creditors need to be called in. So it is a difficult time here at Goodison, but my plan is to stay here for 5 seasons, I would say, and hopefully we can pick up a trophy within those 5 seasons that we are here at Goodison Park. So we're going to play a 3-5-2 attacking formation against the lower teams, and maybe a 4-1-3-2 formation defensive against the tougher side. So we've got a bid here for Alec Cleland, but that's quite away from valuation, so we'll reject that, and we will look to maybe get a few more friendlies to see how we match up. We will try and get a bit of competition to see how we're lining up against decent opposition. So we'll try and bring some Championship or Premier League teams to Goodison and see if we can't play against Fulham as well. So that's 3 in total. We'll maybe look to set up another two friendlies if we can. So we'll look to bring. Let's see if we can't bring. Let's have a look. See if we can't get Ipswich. And the last game, I want to try and make it a bit of a challenging one. So we'll say on the 10th, and we'll go with major clubs. And we'll try and bring. Let's try and bring Dortmund to Goodison if we can for the last friendly of pre-season. Dortmund reject that friendly. That's cool. We'll just try and set up another one. So I think that was for the 10th. Major clubs. Atletico Madrid, they're down in the 2nd division there in Spain. There's a very young Fernando Torres. But let's have a look. Who can we bring in? Let's try with Fiorentina then. Let's see if they're interested in a friendly. They are. So that is pre-season set up. So we'll start off against Celtic, then play Villa, Fulham, Ipswich and Fiorentina. So in this first episode, I might try and get through the first block of fixtures and maybe get down to about Ipswich or Newcastle away. I want to try and keep these episodes, if I can, down to about 30-40 minutes. So the first game has rolled around now. So Thomas Mira, 13 handling, only 10 positioning. That's not the best. Paul Gerrard, 12 and 12. So we'll have to go with Paul Gerrard in goal. We'll go Unzi, Stubbsy and Abel Xavier. And then on the left wing we'll go with Eden Tal. And then on the right wing, Nicholas Alexanderson is injured. Might throw Danny Cadamartri out there with Gravison and Gaza in the middle. And we will go for Osman and Rooney and Big Dunk up top. Super Kev, Pistone, Watson. We'll just put some players on the bench here. Pembridge, and there we go. And we'll have a quick look at the tactics. We'll do everybody's personal tactic as well. So Daddy Cadamartri, we want him forward on set pieces and cross the ball, please. And Eden Tal, cross the ball as well. Unzi, team pressing, forward and back, zonal marking, and that'll do for Unzi. Same for Abel Xavier. Stubbsy, yep, that looks fine. And then we've got Gaza, we want him to do long shots, the same as Tommy Gravison. Leon Osman as well. Give everyone zonal marking. Wayne Rooney, run with the ball and forward runs. And the same for Big Dunk. So hopefully we can get our pre-season off to a winning start. We will give the armband to Big Dunk. And we'll see how we get on in our first game. 1-0 to Everton. Danny Cadamartri. It's a good start for the Blues. As Larson makes it 1-1. It's half time. Even, I would say. We'll look to make a plethora of changes here, just to try and give everyone some minutes on the pitch. We'll change out the goalkeeper. We'll give Davy Weir to go for Stubbsy, and we'll go Pembridge and Scott Gemmell in the middle of the park. And we'll look to change from attacking to a normal mentality, just to check out how different things work. And Henrik Larsson makes it 2-1 to Celtic. And Pistone makes it 2-2. Can we find the winning goal? Nope, Lambert makes it 3-2 to Celtic in the 88th minute. Pretty even game there, I would say. Let's have a look at the old player ratings. Henrik Larsson, 2 goals, man of the match for Celtic. Pretty even, but let's have a look how our players did. Our highest rating was an 8, so 7-5 for Steve Watson. That's not too good, but it's only pre-season, so Simonson back in full training. An offer for Joe Max Moore from Sunderland, which we'll look to accept. Try and get a bit of money into the club by selling players that we're not willing to use. And Aston Villa are next up here in pre-season. Nicholas Alexanderson will be back in about a week. So what I am going to do is I'm going to clear this, I'm going to go into tactics, and I'm going to spin around everybody so they're where they need to be. You need to go down there, and then that'll be 3 defenders, right mid, left mid, centre, cam, striker, there we go. So we'll put Gerard back in goal, we'll go with Unzi again, Stubbsy and Abel. We'll go Eden Tal and Danny Cadamartri on the wing since Alexanderson is injured. Gazia and Tommy Gravison in the middle. Ozzy, Wayne Rooney and Big Dunk up top. And then we'll go with Super Kev, Pistone, Watson, Mira, Hibbert, Weir, Naismith, Pembridge, and we'll go McLeod, I think. So hopefully we can pick up a win here against Aston Villa. Second game of pre-season. Yes. Wayne Rooney. Oh, it's called off for offside, but could have been 1-0 to the Blues there, but still time left in this first half to find the opener. So 0-0 to half time. We've had 9 shots on goal to their 2, 3 on target to their 1, so we'll keep on going. We'll look to make some changes around the hour mark as Angel makes it 1-0 to Villa. Pistoni for Unzi, Watson for Abel, Thomas Mira in goal, David Weir for Stubbsy, Pembridge for Gravison, and McLeod for Eden Tal. I think we'll as Vassell makes it 2-0 to Aston Villa. It does look like we've had the better part of the shots. They were just a lot more clinical in front of goal. So, quick look at the player ratings. Paul Merson is man of the match for Aston Villa. Come on as a second half sub. And Bradford want players. We'll reject that because we've already got quite a few friendlies. So I will try a different formation now as 3-5-2 doesn't seem to be doing the business. So we'll go to a 4-1-3-2 formation. We'll try this. Same type of things, but with Eden Tal. But I'll clear the squad and I'll fix that afterwards. But we'll also change the settings for each player before we go into this game against Fulham. So we'll pick the squad first. We'll go with Gary Naismith, Abel Xavier. We'll go with Davy Weir and Stubbsy at the back. We'll go with Thomas Gravison, Eden Tal, Ozzy and Gaza. And we'll go with Rooney and Super Kev up top this time, I think. And before we go into the game, we'll just make sure we've got everybody's things where we want it to be. There we go, that's looking good. Mixed passing. Abel Xavier, we want you to make forward runs and cross the ball. We want our fullback to be getting crosses into the box. Thomas Gravison, long shots. Eden Tal the same with Ozzy, and the same with Gaza. Yeah. And then we need to have a quick look at Naismith. That's good. Forward runs and crossing the ball. And then Rooney and Super Kev doing that. That's cool. And we'll give the armband to Tommy Gravison. And we will see if we can pick up our first win of pre-season against Fulham. There we go, 1-0 to Everton. Abel Xavier after 6 minutes. And it's 1-1. Ledvinsky finds the equaliser just before half time. Still leading on the shots, but David Weir's only a 5 rating. Kevin Campbell's a 5, so we'll look to bring on Big Dunk. And we'll look to bring on Pistoni, maybe for Davy Weir. And we'll bring on Hibbo for Xavier. We'll look to make quite a few changes now just to freshen things up a bit. Give people minutes. And we'll keep it as is now. And Marlett makes it 2-1 for Fulham. Ozzy makes it 2-2. There we go. Ended up an even game, 10 shots on goal, 5 on target for the Blues, 3 for Fulham. So definitely think that what was that? Chelsea made a bid for Scout Green. We'll try and keep him, so we'll offer him a new contract if we can. So I definitely think the 4-1-3-2 formation is the way to go. Alexanderson's back in full training, which is great. Green accepts our contract. Xavier requests to leave Everton. Of course, in real life, he did go from Everton to Liverpool. He made the trip across Stanley Park, did Xavier, but Atletico Madrid have bid 2.9 million for Xavier. Is there anyone we can try and take on a swap deal there? I think the money is probably the best shout for us, so I might just accept that deal. Try and bring in the money. Maybe we can bring in a player of our own. We have, of course, got young Tony Hibbert and Steve Watson that can cover that position. So, shame to let Abel go, but if he wants to leave, then we're not going to stand in his way. So we'll start Hibbo for this one. We'll put Campbell there. I think I might also give Alexanderson a start and put Gazza on the bench. So, second to last friendly here. Ipswich at home. And we're 1-0 down after 6 minutes. Pablo finds the opener for Ipswich. Gravison makes it 1-1. Ipswich are just edging it on shots on goal and shots on target, but we look to bring off Wayne Rooney for Big Dunk, and we'll look to freshen things up a little bit now. Maybe Cadamartri for Campbell as well. Watson for Hibbo. Mira can go and goal. We'll give Unzi a run out for David Weir. And we'll put Gazza on for Ozzy and Pembridge on for Eden Tal. We'll leave Xavier on the bench, since he might be leaving us after this game. And Watson makes it 2-1 to the Blues. And 3-1, Stubbsy. And it's an own goal as well, so that's us surely out of sight now. Of course, it is only pre-season, but happy to get 4 goals. Final whistle. 19 shots on goal to their 9, 12 on target to their 4. That's very promising. Tommy Gravison, man of the match. Definitely a very promising showing there. So, has Wayne Rooney got a number? He's got number 45. I think that'll be alright for the first season. We'll give Wayne Rooney the number 20. Actually, who's got the number 18? Of course, Wayne Rooney was 18 when he broke in. Stubbsy. Why are you so high, Stubbsy? We'll give Wayne Rooney the 18. Big Dunk 9. Super Kev 10. That's fine. Scott Gemmell number 4. No, that'll go to Stubbsy. And Gemmell can have the 20 shirt. There we go. So our next game is against Fiorentina in 6 days. Tenerife have made an offer for Xavier. Let's see who he decides to go for, as Liverpool have offered a contract now to Chris Green. We did just try and give him a new contract, but we'll do that again to keep him with the club. Xavier's decided to join Tenerife, so that's a few more pennies into the transfer kitty. How much? Oh, we're bankrupt now. Okay, so we've got 300,000 to use. So that's kind of limited us now to what we can do. I don't think we'll be strengthening the squad before the start of the season. Hopefully the board can make a bit of money available for us. Let's have a look. I think we'll give that squad a go again. Yeah, I think so. We'll give that a go. One 0 to Everton. Ozzy finds the opener. Two 0. Wayne Rooney on the stroke of half time. I'd say this is a pretty good showing, this actually, against the Italian outfit. So we'll get the second half underway. Alex Anderson makes it 3-0 to the Mighty Blues of Everton. 4-0, Ozzy. So we'll have a quick look at the condition of the players. They're looking pretty good. And it's 5-0 to the Blues. Alex Anderson gets his second of the game. So we'll look to make a plethora of changes again, just to freshen up the squad here. Don't want any unnecessary injuries before the start of the season. Thomas Mira can go in goal. Steve Watson can go in instead of Hibbo. Stoney can go in for Weir. And Cadamartri can go on for Wayne Rooney. That's more or less everybody except Stubbsy and Grabberson taken off. 10 minutes to go here, a good dozen plus stoppage time. And it'll be a 5-0 win to the Mighty Blues. 15 shots on goal to their 6. Who picked up man of the match? It was Ozzy. It's a good showing there for the Blues of Everton. Happy about that. So we'll have to see how we do in the first game. I do believe that the first game of the season was it Arsenal away? It was Arsenal away, so not exactly the easiest of starts. We'll have to offer him a new contract if we want to try and keep him with the club. So, as I did say, I will try and stay at Everton for at least 5 seasons. My goal is to at least win a trophy in those 5 seasons at Goodison Park. I'm not expecting much from this first season. Just surviving in the division would be a plus. Anything more would be absolutely fantastic. So we'll go with Hibbo on the right. We'll go Stubbsy and Weir, I think. Yeah. And then we'll go with Thomas Graverson. We'll go with Eden Tal, Alex Anderson, and Ozzy again. Man of the match, of course, from the previous game against Fiorentina. And then we'll go with Super Kev and Big Dunk up top with Rooney on the bench, Unzi, Thomas Mira, Pistoni and Gaza on the bench, I believe. And we'll change the instructions to defensive. We'll go direct and hard, and then we've also got to put people on the corners and stuff. So people's set pieces, we'll have a look at this. I think we'll put Eden Tal on the corners from the left, Alex Anderson from the right. We'll go with Stubbsy on the free kicks, and the playmaker can be Ozzy, I think. So, incredibly tough game to start the season. It's actually an incredibly tough month and a half, I would say. We've got Arsenal in there, Chelsea, United, Liverpool. So it's going to be quite a tough start for us, but Ray Parlour makes it 1-0 to Arsenal on the stroke of half time. Hopefully we can find an equaliser. So we'll look to bring on Wayne Rooney now, I think. We'll bring off Super Kev, bring on Wayne Rooney. And it's 1-1, even towel. We needed that. As Henry doubles it in the 77th minute, so it's 2-1 to Arsenal. Can we find another goal in the last 8 or so minutes? No, it'll be a 2-1 loss at Highbury. It's a shame, but hoping we could have held on there when we got it back to 1-1, but it's alright. We've got Sunderland at home next, so we'll look to change our tactics back to attacking. And we'll try and attack the team that we believe we can maybe get something against here at Goodison. And Phillips opens the scoring after 2 minutes. Alexanderson after 4. Back to 1-1 here. Come on, Everton. Yes, Super Kevin Campbell. 2-1 to the Blues. Two-1 to the Blues at half time. Just leading it on shots on goal. 6 on target to their 2, so hopefully we can get the first 3 points of the season here. We'll look to bring on Wayne Rooney for Duncan Ferguson. And everyone else is looking okay, I believe. Who's that on the yellow card? Thomas Grevison? No, I think I'll leave him on. Yes. So we managed to win that. 19 shots on goal to their 8, 13 on target to their 4. Have a quick look at the player ratings. Our lowest was a 6 from Wayne Rooney, but that's okay. Coming on as a second half sub. The board are absolutely delighted with the magnificent 2-1 win over Sunderland. That's good. So we drew Reading away in the League Cup. So lost to Arsenal first game of the season. Managed to beat Sunderland in the second game. Is it Chelsea away now? It is. So I think we'll stick with that tactic, but we'll go back to defensive and direct. We'll put Ferguson on that side. Duncan is a bit, and so is Eden Towell and Tony Hibbert. Might try and give. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to give Watson the right back position. And what else we were going to do? I might start Wayne Rooney instead of Big Dunk. And I think that'll be about it for this. And hopefully we can get something away against Chelsea. sustaining quite a lot of pressure here just before half time. 93% to 7. Gudjonsson goes off with an injury. Only had two shots on goal, 2 on target. So we'll have a quick look at the stats here. None of our forwards have had any shots. Both have come from Eden Tal. Let's bring off Big Dunk for Rooney, I think. Not a bad draw, that. Away at Stamford Bridge. Have a quick look at the player ratings. 5 from Eden Tal. We'll have to have a look at that in the next game. Who's the next game against? Villa away in 15 days. So we've got quite a bit of time now to worry about Gascoigne. Okay. So where does that leave us in the league? At 8th. So we've won 1, drew 1 and lost 1, scored 3 and conceded 3. So overall not a bad start to the season, I would say. Chelsea made an offer for Schumacher. He's only 17. I wouldn't mind keeping him actually at the club, so I'm going to reject that. I can't reject it because we're bankrupt, so I've got to accept it. That's a shame. So I'll be losing Schumacher. As long as nobody else comes in and bids for one of our bigger players, then that'll be alright. I'm hoping the board makes some money available soon. They usually do. They usually, after a month or two, they make about 5 or 6 million available for us. Have a long and successful era with you at the helm. The club's financial status is a concern, and Super Kev and Big Dunk are valuable members of the squad. Pistoni's out for a week. I don't think that'll affect the next game, I don't believe. When's the next game? 3 days? Well, that will affect the next game then, but that's okay. So it's an away match against Aston Villa. Our reserves lost 2-0. Tommel Hitzelsberger, of course, played for Everton. Lee Hendry, Darius Vassell. Okay. Pistoni's back in full training. Big Dunk is still out, so we'll give the start to Wayne Rooney. We'll put Danny Cadamartri on the bench. And we will go back to a... We'll change Campbell around with Rooney. And hopefully we can pick up something at Villa Park. One 0 to Aston Villa. Balaban makes it 1-0 after 15. Almost a goal there for Kevin Campbell. We've had 6 shots on goal, 1 on target, 5 off target. Might have to go to an attacking to try and get back into this game. It might cost us. Stubbsy picks up a yellow card. And another card there for Naismith. Can we find an equaliser? Come on, Everton. No, Dion Dublin doubles the tally for Aston Villa. And it'll be a 2-0 loss. We had 10 shots on goal to their 4, 3 on target to their 2, so both of their shots they had on target he scored from. That's not really what we were looking for, but who's our next game against? Bolton at home in the Premier League, okay. Hopefully that's a decent fixture for us to bounce back with. Pick up some points there. Might go back to me 3-5-2 formation, give that another go. See if that'll do as well. We drew 2-2 with the reserves drew 2-2 with Bolton. So I'll just have a quick look here. I'll change all this around so everyone's where they need to be. I'm going to change you for him. There we go. So goalkeeper, defender, 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 right mid, left mid, centre mid, cam, forward, forward. There we go. So we'll have Gerrard in goal. We'll go Unzi, Stubbsy and Weir. We'll go Eden Tal, Nicholas Alexanderson, Gaza and Tommy Gravison in the middle of the park. Ozzy. We'll go with Big Dunk and Wayne Rooney up top, I think, for this game. Mira, Super Kev, Watson, McLeod, and Pistone on the bench. We'll go attacking short and hard tackling, pressing and offside trap. And we'll also look to give the players we don't want man marking. So we'll just fix everybody's individual tactics. We want you forward on free kicks, cross the ball, long shots, that's fine. Same with Gaza, long shots, that's fine. Same with Ozzy, and we'll give Rooney forward runs and runs with the ball, and we'll do the same for Big Dunk. And we'll give the armband back to Big Dunk and Ferguson. One 0 to Bolton. It's Gardner for 16 minutes. Not the start that we were looking for. Wayne Rooney makes it 1-1 from the spot after 32 minutes. Davy Weir makes it 2-1 to the Mighty Blues. 3-1, Big Duncan Ferguson. Exactly what we needed after the loss to Aston Villa. Quick look at the match stats. 13 shots on goal to their 8, 11 on target to their 5. A quick look at the player stats. So Dunks had 4 shots, 3 on target. Wayne's had 5 shots, 5 on target. And Ozzy's only on a 6 rating, so we'll keep an eye on Ozzy, maybe change him. Gravison makes it 4-1 to the Mighty Blues. This is exactly what we needed. 4-2. Hopefully we can hold on here. We'll make a change. We look to bring on Super Kev for Wayne Rooney. And we'll also look to bring on Steve Watson for Davy Weir since he's on a yellow card. And it's 5-2 to the Mighty Blues. Big Dunk grabs himself another goal. That is absolutely perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Rooney opened up with the pen. Weir Ferguson got 2. And Gravison also got a goal. Absolutely perfect. What does that do for us in the league table? Moves us up to 6th. 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats. So, all in all, not too bad. The board are delighted with the win against Bolton. So, hopefully, the board can make some money available for us soon. So we've got Reading away in the League Cup. Thomas Radzinski's back from injury, but I think I'll leave the squad as is. Paul Gerrard wants a new contract. I might actually be looking to move you on in the not too distant future, mate, because I don't think you're quite good enough, but you're the best of what we've got. And it's 1-0 to Reading from the penalty spot. Looks like it was Unzi who made the mistake as he was booked. Stubbsy makes it 1-1. Come on, Everton. That'll be 1-1 to the break. We've had more shots, but we'll bring off Unzi. He's got a 5 rating and a yellow card, so we'll bring him off for Alessandro Pistoni. Come on, Everton. Wayne Rooney makes it 2-1 from the penalty spot. We'll look to make another change now. We'll look to bring on Super Kev for Big Dunk. And it's 2-2. Reading have drawn level here. Yes, Eden Tal with 3 minutes left makes it 3-2. And we're through to the 3rd round of the League Cup. Who's our next match against? It's Southampton away in 3 days. So they're in 19th, we're in 9th. So with a win today, we can go up to 7th. The reserves beat them. Gravison's been called up to the Denmark squad. So I think I might actually leave the squad as is, since it's doing okay. Quick look. Gazza's a bit tired. Big Dunk's a bit tired, so I'll bring on Super Kev for Big Dunk. Who else was a bit tired? Wayne Rooney as well. Might actually give a start to Thomas Gravison. Gazza is a bit tired, so we'll look to bring off Gazza. Maybe put on Pembridge. And we'll give the captain's armband to Tommy Gravison, I think. Or should we give it to Stubbsy? Influence 16. David Weir 13. Tommy Gravison 14. So we'll give it actually to Stubbsy. And Southampton finally open after 4 minutes. Yes, Kevin Campbell 1-1. 2-1. Thomas Radzinski back from injury. Makes it 2-1 to the Mighty Blues. Unzi's got another yellow card, so take him off at half time. Murray makes it 2-2. There we go. Have a quick look at the stats. 8 shots to their 4, 5 on target to their 4, but we'll take Unzi off for Pistoni. David Weir's on a 5 as well, so we'll give Steve Watson a go. And I'm not sure if we should maybe go to a normal mentality, or should we just keep it as is? I'll try it like that and see what happens. Steve Watson picked up an injury. That's not what we needed. I haven't really got anyone on the bench that can take his place, so I'm going to have to improvise a bit here. We'll go to wing backs. Gravison in there. And we will go with McLeod on for Steve Watson. And put him in there. Just had to improvise a bit there as James Beattie makes it 3-2. Didn't have another defender on the bench, so we had to make a formation change. It's a penalty. Radzinski makes it 3-3. Yes, McLeod. 4-3 to Everton. And it's going to be 4-3 to the mighty Blues of Everton. Had to improvise there a little bit as we didn't have another defender on the bench, so we had to go to wing backs. So we'll take Watson off, put Hibbo on the bench. Who's the next one? Blackburn. So I think we will play Blackburn. That will be the final game in today's episode, guys. I do want to try and keep this to between half an hour and 40 minutes if I possibly can. I believe I've gone a little bit longer than that already, but we'll try and keep the episodes to about 30 or 40 minutes if we possibly can. So this will be the last one in today's episode. We'll have a look who we get, and we couldn't really get a much harder tie in the next round of the League Cup. We've got Manchester United away at Old Trafford. It's only going to get more difficult to try and get through the League Cup. Where does that fall? That falls in between Ipswich away and Newcastle at home. Okay. So that's still a bit of a ways away yet before we're going to play that game. So this will be, like I said, guys, this will be the last game of today's episode. So if you have enjoyed Season 1, Episode 1 of this new Everton save, then please do drop the video a like. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. And I think we'll just go with this, really. Wayne Rooney, are you back to fitness? You are. Big Dunk's back. That's fine. I think we'll just go with it the way it is here now. Yes. Ozzy makes it 1-0 to Everton. Come on, Blue Boys. Yes. Radzinski 2-0, sorry. Oh, ex-Everton player Craig Shaw makes it 2-1. So it's half-time at Goodison. Just leading it, I would say. We'll have a quick look at the player stats. Looks like everyone's doing okay, so we'll keep it as is for the time being. Yes, there we go, 3-1. Nicholas Alexanderson. Is that a yellow card to Super Kev? Might have to have a quick look at that. It was. We'll bring off Super Kev for Big Dunk. Don't want any unnecessary red cards. Thomas Gravison, nope. Offside. Big Dunk had something to say about that though and got a yellow card after the fact. Now it's 4-1. Thomas Radzinski gets his second of the game. And we'll run out 4-1 winners there. Who picked up another match? Edental. 14 shots on goal to their 8, 9 on target to their 5. It's a pretty good outing that against Blackburn. Gaz will be out for 2 weeks, and the board are delighted with our victory against Blackburn. That brings us up to 4th. 7 played, 4 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats. So all in all, not a bad start to the save here. The board, of course, do want us just to battle against relegation. So Not a bad start for the Blues there, but if you have enjoyed the first episode, guys, please do drop a like. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all in episode 2.